Well, good morning. Welcome to Pat's Pondering on Life. I'm going to do it a little bit different today. I had this awesome book, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It, by Kamal Ravikant. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. This is really a great, very well written book, and it's got different chapters in it. This one is on forgiveness. It's a few pages, but it's really worth listening, so I hope you listen in. Forgiveness. I drive down Highway 1, top down, looking for the trees. Half a mile south of the lighthouse in Pensacero, I see the familiar fence separating the meadow from the road. I pull over and turn the car off. The engine slowly clicks into silence, and then I grab my day pack, hop the fence, and hike towards the trees. The breeze ripples through the brush as I walk. At the far edge is the open Pacific, big blue summer sky above. I discovered this meadow when I first moved to California. I'd get in my car and just drive and drive, amazed by the massive beauty of the Pacific Northwest. There's nothing in the world like it. Years ago, I brought a girlfriend here. When we reached the trees, I tore out a piece of paper from my notebook and handed her a pen. "You need to forgive yourself," I said to her. She still carried guilt from her divorce. It was time for her to let it go. Write down whatever you're holding against yourself. I said everything. Then forgive yourself. Write that down too. When you're done, we're going to give this piece to the ocean. It'll set you free. She was quiet for a long while. I think she might have cried a little. "You have to forgive yourself too," she said, "for not going to medical school." One amazing thing about women, their wisdom. She was right. I'd chosen startups over a career in medicine, and no matter what story I told myself, it was a selfish choice. Of money over doing something that mattered to me. A choice I hadn't come to terms with. So we both worked on our letters. Then we hiked down to the waters, balled up the papers, and threw them into the ocean. And as you know, it worked. Something released inside, and I never looked back. The regrets about giving up on med school went away. On their own, so simple, this exercise. Here I am at the Grove once again, this time alone. Only 2 wide-swept trees are left. The third lies across the grass, the long trunk charred. Lightning strike, perhaps. A shorter trunk sits a few feet apart, bleached white by the wind and rain. I climb it and stare out at the ocean. Early evening. The sun is high and large. The water below it, all the way to the horizon, shimmers a path of gold. I pull out my notebook from my day pack, tear off a piece of paper, and write today's date, what I'm holding against myself, for screwing up when I knew better, for closing my heart, for hurting more than I needed to, for the mistakes, everything. Finished, I write that I forgive myself for it all. And in that moment of forgiveness, I write that I am clean and pure because I know I am. That is the first step. There are 2 more left. Life has taught me this much in the time between when I first discovered this grove and today. I hiked down to the beach and sat on a rock. and watch the waves. They crash and crinkle over the pebble shore. I raise the letter to the sky and I read it out loud. All that I hold against myself, all the forgiveness. I repeat this until it's not needed anymore. Then I reach behind me and grab a large pebble. When I see it, I laugh. It's shaped like a heart. Ah, life, you do have a sense of humor. I hold the paper tight around, I fold the paper tight around the stone heart. Stare at the waves again. This is a sacred moment of giving over all that I held against myself to something bigger, for it to do what it may, for it to take away from me so that I may unburden myself, so I may live the life I'm meant to live. After all, it's the things we hold against ourselves that weigh us down more than anything. When the moment feels right, I throw the rock high into the ark into the water. It splashes with a quick plop. Then it's gone. The waves rush over and around it. That easy. I watch for a while, wondering if the water will return it to me. It doesn't. I hike back up the grove and sit on the trunk again and pull out the notebook. This time, I write a different letter. To myself, short and to the point. Dear Kamel, I vow to love you fully and completely and deeply in every way, in all thoughts, in all actions, in all my desires and my being. I vow to love you, Kamal. I sign it and date it. I put the notebook down, stared at the sun, and it's moved halfway down the sky. The wind shimmers through the tall brown grass. It's getting chilly. I throw on my jacket, take it all in. Then back to my notebook, and I read out loud my vow to myself for a clean and pure place. This is my starting point. It feels beautiful. It feels well. It feels right. That's how you know when you've hit it. When it feels right. No one can teach you this. You just have to do it. And the more you do it, the more you develop a trust in this feeling. The more you listen to it, the more you live it. And this transforms your life. This whole book is so well written, but so many times we forget about loving ourselves. I just think this book has got so much great information in it. I love books, but I love things like that that help people grow. And back he says, I almost didn't publish it. Here was a CEO who'd fallen apart after his company had failed, writing a book about how loving himself saved him. I thought I'd be laughing stock of my career when I'd be finished. But I stepped through the fears, shared my truth with the world. The book went viral. Amazing people all over bought copies for friends and family. For some, this book saved their lives. For others, it was the first time they ever loved themselves. Many readers reach out and ask questions. This taught me that to create lasting impact, I had to go deeper. So 7 years later, here it is. All the questions I received, resolved. My intention is that by the time you finish this new edition, not only will you be committed to loving yourself, you'll know exactly how to do it. And most importantly, how to make it last. There again, love yourself like your life depends on it. I think I've got this one from Amazon, or sometimes too, wherever bookstores. I love thrift books where you can buy used books and they're in wonderful condition. Wherever you find it, go get it because it helps. And we do need to forgive ourselves. So many times we hold things against ourselves that happened years and years ago. And maybe the other people involved in it have passed on and it's just you. And then it's you holding you back. Let it go. When I'm doing my life coaching with people, we talk about things like this. Love is one of the 4 quadrants that we work on. And I really believe loving yourself first frees you to love other people. I hope your day is great. Don't forget to love yourself. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.